Alan Watts once said, "To defend yourself is to admit you are weak." He believed that much of our suffering comes from our constant need to justify ourselves, to prove that we are right, good, or important. He urges us not to defend oneself because, according to him, the act of self defense, especially the mental and psychological kind, is fundamentally tied to the ego, which he considered an illusion and a dangerous hallucination. He said, "When we defend ourselves, we are actually defending a story, an image we have built in our mind." Watts said that this image is not the real you at all. The self is an abstract concept rather than a concrete part of our being. We mistake this fabricated sense of identity for our true self. When you argue, justify, or explain, you resist, and resistance strengthens what you are fighting. The feeling that one must constantly defend the ego self against the world is a primary source of anxiety and stress. The ego views the world as a cold and indifferent place and others as rivals, leading it to perceive threats everywhere and creating an environment of opposition and struggle. To not defend yourself doesn't mean you are weak. It means you trust reality. You don't need to prove anything because truth defends itself. When you stop fighting the waves, you float. Alan Watts drew parallels to judo, where the greatest strength lies in yielding or giving way to an attack. By not opposing the force, you use the adversary's own strength to bring about their downfall without losing your own balance or being phased. Letting go of the need to defend yourself is a way of transcending the ego's narrative, realizing that your true being is not the limited, fragile I that society has convinced you to be. When you stop identifying with the ego, insults or attacks on your identity lose their power and you become unaffected. Next time when you feel attacked, remember Watt's advice. The need to defend yourself is the ego's fear of dissolving, but beyond that fear lies peace and happiness.